Blast from the past. That's what you're gonna be looking at today. This fragrance has lots and lots of memories with me. It's House of Hugo Boss, and this has actually about 2 decades, 20 years plus on it. I don't know if it's still relevant or how it's doing still in the market, but I'll let you know what I see around. I'll let you know how this smells, and let me tell you a story that a lot of my memories are around this fragrance. So kind of special. It's a very simple fragrance, but it's a crowd pleaser as a designer, but I really wanted to cover this fragrance. So today we'll be looking at this fragrance called Hugo by Hugo Boss. It's also called I think Hugo Man in Bangladesh, but this is not my only bottle. I have gone through 2 to 3 bottles of this in the past, and my dad went through I think about four to 5 bottles of it, because this was his signature scent, and I know this fragrance through like as his signature scent. So yeah, so I'll let you know what I get from it and why this is a top seller. This is a top seller from the House of Hugo Boss since Hugo Boss bottle. These two, this Intensity P, but the original Hugo Boss EDT, and this one, these two are top sellers from this house. So let me talk about it in details. All right, sorry about that. Okay, yeah, so first of all, the box presentation. It has changed over the years. This has been reformulated I think couple of times, so that back in the time the box might look different than this. If you have an older bottle, do not be scared. These are newer, I think 2000 and more like the latest formulation. So you can see it's like a green, army green sort of it shows the bottle shape. It says the name of the house, Hugo Boss, and it says Man. So it's called Hugo by Hugo, also called Hugo Boss Man. Okay, and it's 125 ml bottle that I have here, and it has red up top. Okay, it says Hugo Boss, and back you get some information in the green. It says it's made in UK. Back in the time I think it was made in France, if I'm oh no, sorry, Germany. I'm not sure, it could be different country, but back in the time it was made somewhere else. And bottom you're gonna get your batch code right here. Okay, so basically, yeah, inside also got some attention to details. This is Hugo Boss, nice red, and at this side as well. And the bottle is really like a iconic bottle, because this one has a lot of other flankers, as well as I believe some different juices just in the same bottle. So this is the original Hugo by Hugo. It also has Intense, it has Hugo Iced, black bottle, just different. It also has, I have another bottle that looks like the same but different juice. This Hugo Red for men. So yes, quite a lot of these, and I think the new Intense version I need to definitely add it to my collection, because that is much more potent. So it looks like one of those back in the time flasks that you carry water or some beverages or something, you know, with you if you're going outdoors. Okay, and this one has this nice sort of attachment to the cap has attachment to the bottle, so you never lose your cap. And back in the time when the juice used to be I think a little bit darker blue, a little bit greenish tint to it. Now it's more like a lavenderish sort of blue, and here it looks like Hugo Boss, but the whole thing used to be like in background used to be red. So I think that was the first few batches, and the bottle looked a little bit different. It used to be like not as thin, it used to be like a bit more bulkier, but same 125 ml. Also comes in 75 ml, and I believe 200 ml. And bottom you're gonna get your sticker and stuff. So it looks very nice, aquatic sort of juice, but it's not an aquatic. This is a very interesting one, and let me show you. This is how this is. If you haven't by chance haven't seen this, this is everywhere basically. If you go any mall, any shop, first fragrance you will see one of them is this will be there. So it's very nice. I like the convenience. You'll never lose your cap. It's attached and looks like a nice sort of spray. Sprays really well. Okay, let me show you the sprayer. Sprays really well. Sprayer is very good. Prices on these are not absolutely crazy. I mean, you can find this for very good discounted price. I think if you go pay retail, you'll end up paying $70, but do not do it. I think you should be looking around $35 to $40, around that budget range, if you find it at a good discounters. So let that sell down a little bit. So now I was telling you, this is my dad's back in the time signature scent. Maybe I'll get him another new bottle, because his bottle ran out. He's using Club Tino Intense Man. The thing is, you know, when you actually have experience with a fragrance like for 2 decades, you know, like at least 15 years or so, and you know this fragrance so well, and the thing is, you smell this, you'll automatically bias towards it because you already know it. Like, I know that fragrance, you know, and people tell something bad about it, you won't be able to take it because you'll be like, no, that is my fragrance, that is my family fragrance. What are you saying, dude? That happens, right? But with me, I'll tell you one thing. This is a very simple fragrance. It's not groundbreaking. It has a synthetic vibe to it, but I'll let you know why it's not a bad thing. And it is a crowd pleaser. It's like a workhorse. It's ideal for office, and it's great for all year round. That is the best part of this fragrance. It has very good longevity. It projects really well for first couple of hours, and then in total 6 to 7 hours you get very good performance from it. So it start off very strong, and it will go a little bit mild, but it stays, you know, it really projects. People come near you, they can smell it. So very crisp, clean, green scent. So the blue juice is kind of there to maybe mess with you a little bit. So the notes I pick up from this are lavender, just like the color of the juice. It's not really blue if you see it. It's something like very pure lavender. You see the similarity? Yeah, the color is kind of, sorry, there you go. It's a little bit darker than this, but yeah. But then the notes I also get from it is the lavender, some pine sort of feel. It's like a uplifting, fresh. It's not like a menthol kind. It's like a piney, natural smell. Okay, and then the green apple. Also, you get some clary sage. Okay, maybe a bit of pepper somewhere. It has a peppery kick to it. And then musk and cedar. Those are the main notes that I pick from it. Maybe I'm missing a couple. Okay, I'm really sorry if I do. But major players are very simple. It has that natural foresty piney goodness, which has that sharpness to it, and the clary sage gives that green feel to it, and apple makes it crisp, clean, and the lavender is never getting powdery. It's a sort of like a transparent scent, just like that pure lavender. It doesn't get powdery. So I like that about this. I do not like powdery scents to be used in summer, so that makes it summer wearable. And the thing is, this is very versatile. You know, it's not very expensive from Hugo Boss line. Most of the Hugo Boss fragrances are not uber expensive, but this is not super cheap also. But I think this is going to be great for students, everyday usage, office, school, gym, sports, after shower, just casual Fridays, anything you think of. Extremely versatile in terms of season and like age, right, and occasion as well. This one you can make it like official formal office wear. No one's gonna complain about it like you smell too childish, or it smells too fruity, tutti frutti. It has some sweetness. Okay, it has it has some sweetness. It has some bit watery feel to it. I'm not gonna say entirely it's not a blue feel there, but there is some aquatic tinge to it. All right, but the thing is, the majority is the green fresh feel. Do not think of polo green. Okay, think of fresh, out there, bright blue skies, some pile of like small clouds that is just white clouds and stuff. It's very beautiful, fresh, aromatic day, and you know, you have like fresh laundry like, you know, put out there just to dry out. Very relaxing, you know. So the thing is, when you smell it and you pass by someone, what impression you're gonna get? I don't think you're gonna think like, wow, that's like Lanui de Lhomme or Aventus, like wow factor. No, this is gonna be pretty familiar. You smell this, you're like, yeah, I know this. My dad used it, my uncle used it, my elder brother used it. So that's like a familiar trait. That's a good thing for many. So you want to be in the majority of the crowd. This is the majority of the crowd. This is a crowd pleaser, top seller. It has been someone's works, and people, I'm pretty sure some of you watching have gone through multiple bottles of it. So the intense version I tried, I really like that one, but this one projects a little bit more than that. That one lasts a little bit long. This is projecting a little bit more. So that's why I went and got the original first. Maybe I'll end up buying the EDP too. Who is it not for? Some people not gonna be really big fan of this fragrance because they will find like this is too blah. And I'll tell you frankly, you know, it is what it is. If you have gone through some excellent brand new fragrances like Thierry Mugler Ultra Zest, or think of like Invictus Aqua, Chanel Allure Edition Blanche, a lot of these higher end designers that are more little bit more pricier and a little bit more premium, this is somewhere in the middle tier. But make no mistake, this is made for everyday men. So I really find that, you know, it really, if you're a connoisseur of like a niche perfumery, maybe this is not going to appeal to you. But I find it extremely pleasant to wear, easy to wear, and it has a little bit less sweetness, but that freshness, you cannot deny that fresh apple feel mixed with the pine, a little bit nice lavender, and it makes it masculine. It makes it not too masculine. It doesn't make it too how to say, animalic or too arrogant. This is like a very sophisticated man, good taste. You know, he's easygoing. You know, he's he's well behaved, and he's like kind of person you can relate to, you can go to, and very friendly sort of a vibe this one gives off. So overall, performance wise, this is gonna get from me like a 8.5 out of 10. I really like the performance of it. I do not know how people get it, but on me and my clothes, if you go combine like how many sprays, I think 3 to 4 sprays combine your skin and shirt, is gonna last you very long time. It will cover basically whole work day, but doesn't project as much as Club Genuine Intense Man. So projection, I'll give this like 7 out of 10. Projection is good, solid, much above than average. Smell of it, it depends how you say it. If you really want a safe fragrance, I would say this is like one of those 9 to 10, you know, if in terms of safe, how safe this is. But if you think of like how unique this is, like in Hugo Boss house, they have Hugo Boss Element and Hugo Boss, I think XY, they have some similarity to this, you know, but this is the best of the whole lot. But if you talk about like how unique among the whole fragrance, whole collection all over the world, I think this one, it's gonna get something like 7 out of 10. It's good, it's solid, but not unique or extremely new. You have smelled this before, so uniqueness factor is kind of like half middle road, you know. So overall, this fragrance, for the price, for the budget, for what it does, the versatility, everything considered, it's still around the market. You can still find it, okay? And I think this is a good choice if you are bored of all your typical new same old. Try to give it a switch up, you know, like you pay maybe half the price of this recent brand new releases, but you get 125 ml, nice looking bottle, nice looking juice. And Hugo Boss does have some good fragrances. So if you're looking for a solid fragrance, work hard, nothing complicated, just throw some on yourself, just go out, have a nice day, working day. This is it. This is for everyday men. So I really, this is a lot of sentiments. Maybe I'm a little bit biased towards it. I'm not saying it's mind-blowing like brand new, but it does what it's supposed to do. So overall, I'm going to give this fragrance 8 out of 10. Hugo by Hugo Boss, or Hugo Boss Men. Check it out if you haven't. It's around pretty much in the market. It's pretty available. Hugo Boss house, Hugo by Hugo. That's my review on this wonderful fragrance. I really like this juice. All right, take care guys. Do let me know how you enjoyed this fragrance. Have you ever tried it? What was your experience? Take care guys. I'll talk to you soon. Good night from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Bye bye.